Good afternoon. It's that time again. Um, and we're going to be doing something a little different today. So when we last left off, we arrived at Medali and we went to do the normal badge. We have a couple more badges up here. I can show you from this overview. I think it's probably going to be the easiest way to describe everything. So we've got the fighting and poison Starfall badges, the ice and ghost gym badges, the fairy Starfall badge, and then right down here in the bottom we have I believe, the psychic gym badge. But we're not doing any of that today. We have also reached each of the individual maps, and what we're doing today, I think we'll go and do a bit of Kitakami. We haven't been there in a minute. We'll go and shiny hunt the mass outbreak Wooper. If we wanted to, we're not going to, but we could. We might, it depends on time, I guess. So we'll go to Kitakami Hall. And today's plan is just to go and have a visit. Let me edit stream info because it still says revenge time from last time. We'll call it still in Kitakami. Yeah, there we go. So we'll be chilling Kitakami today. I think that's the plan, just have a little we'll do a quick recap of the team. You can see them on the right hand side of the screen. We have JPL and now Gladwa, and Squishman's the Goomy, the Shiny Lycanroc, Dusk Form Blue, Prince our Prinplup, Concord our Fletchinder, and Reyes our Floragato. Maybe I forgot what it was called for a second. So yeah, we'll be here in Kitakami for a minute. And the reason we're here mainly is because I just wanted to change of pace. We've done a lot of the gym stuff, we've done a lot of the badge stuff, and I just thought it would be nice to go and do things in a slightly different order. Really have a bit of fun with it. That's my main favourite thing about this game, is that you can do so much of it in any order that you see fit. And I just think that that's really cool. And we're also going to do just a few catches today. Let me see how many quick balls I have on me. That's one thing we've got access to now, is quick balls, because they are available in the Blueberry Academy. So we've got 6 of us. We've got a few other different kinds of Pokeballs. We've got a few experience candies and items we can sell, so we can go and get some more. In fact, we might go and do that now. Let's go do that now. So we need to go to... Can you tell that I have not planned this at all? I don't do massive great big plans. But we're going to fly to Messagoza West. We're going to sell a bunch of our Terra Shards and whatnot, because we don't need them, right? We won't need them for a while yet. They're really good for like competitive strategies and whatnot, but we're not really. What we are going to do is we're going to speak to the Pokemon Mart chap, and we're going to bulk sell some items. So let's go from the bottom. Bulk sell, so all 14 of them. We'll have a bit of a clear out. We can sell one of those, one of those, one of those. Anything else in here? Check the items in the treasures. Also, we've got a few treasures here, so that's quite nice. Anything else? TMs, I think pretty good for. I will sell these. They're not something that I use, so we will sell those. the rest is the rest is fine. We'll sell those, and that means we'll be able to get 40, not 48, but we'll get 45 quick balls, and that'll give us a nice little bit of leeway in terms of catching. So we'll go. I keep pressing X to bring up the map because I've been playing a lot of Sword and Shield, and you have to go into the map, which is fine, but it does kind of throw me a little bit. So we want to fly to the Savannah Rest area. It's pretty much the only fly spot we have in the Blueberry Academy. And yeah, we go to one of these vending machines and we can purchase some quick balls. We can actually buy a few with no, not those balls, quick balls. So let's go get 40 for now. And we always have a bit of cash left over, so that's fine. There we go, 40. 40 will see it's good for now. We'll go do some catching in the Kitakami. So go back to where we were, so back to the hall. Make our way back up. I probably should have done that in prep before, but there we go. A little bit of preamble and nonsense, but yeah, today's going to be a little bit chill. Let's catch some Pokemon, do a bit of explore at Kitakami, and then next week we'll probably be in a position to go and mop up the rest of the badges. Because we have been a little underleveled for a few of the badges we've done recently, and it has made it a bit tumultuous, shall we say. So we're about here, we can go for more. So yeah, any items we see, we will grab. Any resources, any sort of cool Pokemon that we can see, we don't need Growlithe. So Tandem Ups Pichu, I don't think we need Pichu. Anything like that, we'll just grab so we can think. So this was Timber. I think this is one of the ones we need. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. So you can see we've got no marker to show that we've caught it. So just going to throw a quick ball. On the first turn, it's the most effective it will be. If it escapes, it didn't. But if it would have escaped, we then just sort of take the usual approach to try and catch Pokemon, try and wear it down and what have you. So we're not going to be doing much with any of these, but this is just going to be a nice little chilled out session where we're on Kitakami just catching some stuff. Do we need Bonsley? Do we need you, buddy? Don't know if we do. We don't. Okay. I'm not worrying about catching duplicates. A little bit later on in this whole process, we might catch some duplicates, but that will be just if it's going to be quicker for us than breeding. So Hatenna here is a Gen 8 Pokemon. It's introduced in Sword and Shield. So we'll just throw a quick ball at that, hopefully catch that. Yep. So there you go. Nice quick catch there. Hatenna's one of those Pokemon I really haven't used very much, and every time I've tried to use it, I'm just not really sure what you're supposed to do with it, because it feels quite slow and frail, which isn't great, but I gather it's not that bad once you figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Ooh, Fire Fang. That could be quite good. What's the Salander? The Salander is a Gen 7 Pokemon. It is fire and poison, and this male, as you can see, it has a male symbol, will not evolve. Now, we're going to catch it anyway, because we can breed from it if it comes to it, but there are wild Salazzle, which is its evolved form, in the game. It'll only evolve from female Salander, which is really cool, actually. I like little things like that. I think it's quite cool when Pokemon have restrictions on their evolutions like that. Like they require specific a number of steps or place or what have you. There's no visual way of telling if a Scarlet is male or female from the overworld. I don't think. Oh, look at this little guy. This is a Noibat. Noibat is incredibly weak. It's a dragon flying type, but its evolved form is incredibly strong. There we go, call that. So yeah, we might absolutely later on bring that into the team. We have the opportunity to have just a really busted team later on, by the way. But yeah, that's just going to go in the box for now. Like I say, at some point we're going to go through and think about catching them all. Oh, we're not going to. Do we need Geodude, actually? This is Geodude. This is a Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, there you go, we do need it. That means it comes from all the way back in red and blue. Oh, no, sorry, red and green. I misspeak. Red and green. It is, of course, a Pokemon used by the very first gym leader you come across in the entire franchise, that being Brock. It also has an Alolan variant, which we will see at some point, but not just yet. You can see it has an evolved form there. Right, let's grab some of these items. If I'm ignoring an item, it's purely because I'm trying to avoid unnecessary battles. So, and I just love the aesthetic of this place. It's just so cool. Like, if this was a place I could explore in real life, I absolutely would. I do like a little bit of a mooch around places, like a good walk. I'm much more for walking around in places like this that are like not rural but not suburban either. They're kind of just well-worn in footpaths, but a bit away from the hustle and bustle. I always find that a bit more enticing. Rare bone is a good item for selling, so we'll keep hold of that. There's a lot of Geodude up in this area, as you no doubt would expect. Zen Headbutt, that's a good TM to get. Yeah. This is the other reason I wanted to come and do this, is it gives us access to a whole bunch of items. We can take our time. We can sort of stretch the experience out. Growler. Looks quite... No, that's normal. That's normal, is it not? It's more of a yellow colour. Yeah, it's normal. It's more of a yellow colour when it's shiny. I think it's lighting. It's played tricks on me. Played tricks on me. We will do some shiny hunting eventually. Oh, hello you. This is a Clefairy. The story goes, and again, this is just something I've read online, so train of thought. The Clefairy was going to be Ash's starter Pokemon instead of Pikachu, but they went with Pikachu because it's more gender neutral, which makes sense. But yeah, so it was almost Clefairy. I do like Clefairy. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. Fable, which it evolves into, is also a really good Pokemon. So we will need to breed Clefairy to get its pre-evolution, which was introduced in Gen 2, I want to say. But we'll get to that. We'll get to all that good stuff. One thing I'll talk about it a little bit now, actually. One thing they've improved in Pokemon over the years is that, so in Generation 1, there were 151 Pokemon. And let's talk about Pichu here. This is a Pichu. Pichu is a baby Pokemon of Pikachu. Doesn't exist in Generation 1, but it is in Generation 2. Now, Generation 1 didn't have breeding, so they didn't really have to explain the who's and whys and wherefores of that. But come Generation 4, they wanted to add in more baby Pokemon. And the problem that presented is that breeding was already a thing. So they brought in items specific for breeding. So in Generation 1, there's a Pokemon called Snorlax, and it has a baby Pokemon called Munchlax, and the Munchlax is introduced in Generation 4, which is after breeding originated. And so to get that, you have to have a particular instance to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hurt this thing. Oh, let's just try a side beam. If I look at that one, okay, it's fine. What's alive? Okay, cool. And yeah, so you have to hold a specific item. I don't know why I use a repeat ball. I've not caught one yet. Oh, that's such a waste. Um, it's just a regular Pokeball at this point. There you go, see a Pokemon. I meant to use a water ball or something like that, but still I was yabbering on. Right, let's see. Oh, I have some water balls. Those will do. But yes, as I was saying, so yeah, certain Pokemon like Munchlax and Barnsley, and there's a few others required specific items to be able to breed them up until generation. I want to say generation 8 was the last one. In this generation, they've done away with that. You don't need. I don't know if it's 8 as well. I honestly, offhand, cannot think for the life of me. But as of the more recent generation, you don't need those specific items um, to catch to breed. Sorry, a Pokemon. This has gone on for a minute, so Time Ball might be alright actually. Um, but yes, so just some interesting changes to how breeding works. So there we go. We've caught Earthworm, which is cool. Squishings is now level 30. Wants to learn Rain Dance. We're not going to, but it's handy to know that they can learn. But yes, so the the changes to breeding make certain things in this game significantly faster. Well, I can see that I'm getting a notification about rewards for my Pokedex completion. I'll do all of that towards the end of the episode because obviously I don't need to do it now. And if we keep stopping and starting to do that, it's going to get a bit tedious. So we'll do it all at once because then we'll get one or two prizes. I imagine. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. I mean, we haven't really got Pokemon to make use of it, but Flamethrower is a really good TM to get. Um, okay, so we'll go here, we'll grab that. But yes, so very much the plan is we're going to do a little bit more of the DLC. Do enough to unlock day and night in Kitakami. Oh, and look at this, it's Kiki. But yeah, so to catch people up if you haven't already sort of seen this part of the story, Kiki's obsessed with the ogre of myth and legend, a powerful Pokemon that is said to have been bested by the Royal Three. Um, yeah, we'll have a battle. So we're going to have a battle with Kieran. Be a good little bit of practice for our team. We desperately need some levels anyway. And I'm not entirely sure what his team looks like at this point because, again, I did this on Scarlet in the post game because I'd already beat the main game. So I'm not entirely sure how strong he is. I don't. Seeing a Poliwag doesn't fill me with. Yeah, we'll be fine. So we'll just go Dazzling Away. So we'll just deal with Kieran's got Florret. Oh, I love Florret. Look at him, he's so cute. Um, deal with fire. Then we've got one more to deal with, Yama. Okay, we'll stay in and deal with the Yama. We are a little high level for clearing at this stage, so it's fine. Do you know what? We use Mystical Fire. It's special effect. It's super effective, sorry. It's a special move, so we do a bit more damage with it anyway. It's our stats. Pretty good, pretty good. Could see if I can swap Mystical Fire for Flamethrower on kind of wire. Pretty cool. We'll see, we'll get there. I've also tinkered my settings this time because I noticed a few times there was like a bit of a stutter on the image. Not much, but it was there and it was really bothering me. So I tinkered my settings. It seems much smoother now, so that's nice. And he talks about the school, the Blueberry Academy, which is where he attends. And we've visited that because again we're doing it's in a bit of a jungle order, but it's okay. Oh, what's this? That looks suspiciously like a Pokemon. Anyway, let's get through this entire cutscene with Kieran, where he shows us into the den of the ogre. He basically explains that he feels sorry for the ogre. And he wants to help the ogre, I think, is the way he's being portrayed at the stage. And here we are. This is what I was alluding to before. So, a few of the Festival of Masks, there we are. We can go and do that. So, a few of the areas, I think all of them actually have locks in place that prevent the day-night cycle from activating in that area until you've done certain parts of the story. With the main island, it's the school registration and whatnot that you have to go through before you get the full day-night cycle. And on this, it's locked to this particular bit of the story with Kieran. Once you've done this introductory bit, you get a bit of leeway. With the changing of the time, we will also see, because different Pokemon spawn at day and night. So we might see a couple of different Pokemon, which would be cool. So let's have a look. So yeah, still Geodude, still Bonsley, more Tandemaus, Noibat. I mean, we might not, but well, there is an area we can go to while we're up here. That would be cool to go and visit. Go and do that now. That's that item. I'll be selling that. I won't be using any of the X items. They're useful, but not really. Oh, that's a new Pokemon for us. This is Chingling. I believe this was introduced as a baby Pokemon in Gen 4. Yeah, Gen 4. Because the first one, Chameko, was introduced in Gen 3. I think. Maybe Gen 2 and Gen 3 or Gen 2 and Gen 4. Anyway, throw a quick ball at that. This Pokemon evolves through happiness, so we will have to deal with that at some stage. But for now, it's fine. It's not going to help us. Again, we're not going to worry too much about the Pokedex completion rewards right this exact second. We will grab a couple towards the end of the stream, but so we'll get that warning a fair bit. It's fine. It's fine. This is coughing another Gen 1 Pokemon. For the longest time, this has been talked about as if it was always going to get a regional fire type variation. Now, if you wanted to fulfill that prophecy, you could give it a fire terror type in this game. And its evolved form does have a regional variation, but it's not fire. So, maybe one day. And I think we have. I will double check that actually. So I can't actually remember if we do. But like I say, this is going to be pretty much the speed of things. It's going to go around and catch a bunch of stuff, chuck it in our box. So that later on, once we've done all the badges, we're going to switch to trying to complete all 3 other Pokedexes, which is going to take some doing. We'll be fine. Houndour is Dark Fire, was introduced in Gold and Silver, is a very good dog. Very good dog. We've seen Houndour because we saw it in the opening salvo of the game. It was the Longhorn Pokemon that was with some issue. It's going to catch Spoink here, or try to anyway. Spoink's a Psychic type Pokemon, and it was introduced in Generation 3. It does evolve. It's just, like I say, it's a Psychic type Pokemon, and it's based on a spring and a pig, which is why it's called Spoink. Spring Oink. See, what do you know? Hello. That's one thing that can happen in this game, actually, and we haven't sort of seen it too often, is you can get out of one battle and straight into another one, and it tends to happen with a lot of the same Pokemon spawning in an enclosed space, and especially if that Pokemon tends to be a little bit more aggressive in nature, because it will approach you without hesitation, whereas some Pokemon are a little more reluctant to. There's a team down there, I'm not entirely sure I'll get back up, so we'll do that for the moment. Did see a new Pokemon down there as well, though, so I'm sort of tempted to go and do it, but it's okay. Thunder Wave, that will be a really useful TM as well. Just see if there's anything that's in this raid. Sand Shrew. We don't need that right now, but it's cool. Comet Shard, that's worth a bit of money, so that's cool. Yes, as you can see, there's a lot of smoke and rocks around here, because this is I think it's supposed to be a volcano. Certainly it leads to a hot spring anyway. So that's pretty cool. Oh, there's a Houndoom. I was so happy with BDSP having the Grand Underground, because you could get more Pokemon for your playthrough. And Houndoom, which is a great Pokemon, was just there. It was great. And I was really happy about that. And Houndoom figured into my first playthrough of those games. So, yeah, we'll probably got a couple more quick balls there, so that's nice. I wonder if that's because we've been using them in the game now. It's just like, oh, you can get those now, so we'll drop those into the rotation. Oh, another Spoink. But yeah, I think a big part of the plan is just to run around immediately into a coffin. Do you know what? We could do with a little bit of XP, so we will knock this one out. Sorry, buddy. We need the experience because we do need to get our guys up just a little bit. And we need to be thinking about making our team just a little bit stronger. This, as you can see, this whole area is just... Oh, here we go. Oh, hi, buddy. Hey. I love Litwick. It's such a cute Pokemon. This is a Fire and Ghost type Pokemon. It was introduced in Generation 5. He's probably one of my favorite Generation 5 Pokemon overall. It's just so good. No, I'm not even talking about Chandler. I mean literally Litwick. It's just so cute. Tendril is great. I love Tendril. But look at the little guy. But yeah, it's a candle. Ghost Fire type is very good special attacking Pokemon. Um, this little guy here is Floodmon. We will have seen his name as we were picking up some items to do with him a minute ago. And he's a fire type Pokemon. When he evolves, he becomes fire and rock as well. He's a very slow Pokemon, but he's quite bulky. And he's also quite useful for breeding. And that's because sometimes he comes with the ability, I think it's Magma Armor or Flame Body that he gets. But either way, it's the same thing. Let's have a quick look at his summary. So this one has Flame Body, yeah, there you go. So if you have a fire type Pokemon with Flame Body in your party, eggs hatch twice as quickly, which is really useful. So I always tend to have a fire type Pokemon in amongst my squad if I know I'm going to be doing a lot of breeding. So we'll go over here, grab a few more items. We will see a lot of Slugma. It's always worth keeping an eye out because their shiny is really hard to spot in this area. But there are a lot around here, and I have found two so far in this area without even trying to look for one. So let's jump back on Corridor. Just gonna slowly make our way up here, grabbing as many items as we can because we only need all the help we can get, really. Another Mimic, another Chainring. There's a ground type then as well. Quick look at what's in there. It's anything interesting. Oh, there's another Pokemon behind it. We're not going to do that right now, but we are going to go and grab that Pokemon. Yeah. So this is another Pokemon introduced in Generation 7. This is Mimikyu. Its whole thing is that it's jealous of Pikachu and Pikachu merch, and this is not what the actual Pokemon looks like. We've never seen what the actual Pokemon looks like, and I assume we never will. But the actual Pokemon is an entity that lives within the sock puppet. That's like the whole thing. Yeah, there we go. So the boxes, Ghost and Fairy as well, as you saw from the layout there. Very strong Pokemon. Very strong physical attacking Pokemon. And gave me hell in my most recent Ultra Sun playthrough. So I just was not prepared for a Ghost Fairy type in any way, shape, or form. So grab that. So there is an area up there. We will be going up there in a moment, but I just want to quick mooch around here. More Slugma. There is a Basculin. Could deal with that, but we're not going to worry right now. Oh, oh. Well. This is Chimecho. This is what Chingling evolves into, so if we can catch this, we don't actually need to worry about evolving it. Now, I know it's a psychic type, so I can easily hit it with a side beam, and I shouldn't knock it out. No, that's fine. Okay. So we can whittle this down a little bit, and then we can try and catch it. I could have just thrown a quick ball, and it might have caught it, but you're always just worth having an attempt at wearing it down. I'll throw a great ball. Don't think it's particularly hard Pokemon to catch. Made to eat my words. Let's see. Chimecho. We will have to weigh you down a little bit more. Yeah, that should be enough. But yes, this is going to take us a little bit of a friendship grind later on, so that's pretty good. So call that, I'll add to our Pokedex. I'm not going to give you a nickname or anything like that. We'll go to the box. To the box menu. Keep tapping B so much I end up crouching. And that is totally just because I'm impatient with menus and stuff. So, what Pokemon spawn what here? Oh! Hi, Lotad. Catch Lotad while we're here. This is a water grass type. Another Gen 3 Pokemon. A Pokemon that, again, I've always sort of found it difficult to use, but that's possibly just because it's got a gimmick that I'm not sort of super enthusiastic about, you know? So another thing added to our Pokedex. Was thinking as well about adding Pokedex totals to the overlay. But I'm probably just going to do that when that becomes the focus. So we are going to do that at some point. It probably won't be till the new year. Oh, there's a Lampent. That's an evolved form of Litwick. We're not going to pick a fight with that right now. We don't need to. But yeah, I'm just going to grab some of these items from extra life. That's something that you can use. We're going to circle around, grab a few more items. The revive. Anything more in the water? Magic Cart we don't need. Oh. Run into another Slugma. Run off. So have a look around here. We'll go to that staircase again. No, Litwick. I do love Litwick. Litwick's shiny form is actually kind of hard to spot at first, but once you've seen it, you'll know it straight away. So I am rather confident that if it walked into a shop, I would see it, and I would absolutely bring that into the party without hesitation. So good. Don't need Spike. I didn't even mean to run into Spike, but okay. Revive. I'm gonna avoid that dude. I'm gonna head up here. So there are a few Pokemon up here that we can get. They're gonna be semi-useful to our height if we decide to change things around, but mostly it's for the Pokedex completion. Gonna come here. And right now, we're going to grab some of these items. So you can see there's a lot of these crystalline objects in the bottom of the pool. We're not going to... there's that Pokemon we couldn't quite reach earlier. This is Bronzor. I want to say it's Generation 3. Because I always think of it as a Generation 3 Pokemon, but I might be wrong. But I'm going to just stick with my gut and say it's 3. And it does evolve. It's also one of the ones that you can get. It's that, and there's another Pokemon I don't think we've seen yet. Steel Psychic type. Where something just buzzed very loudly. I don't know what that was. It's very loud. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. But yeah, it's one of the Pokemon that allows you to get the trade in for the armors. You need to evolve another Pokemon. So, well, that is a Pokemon we've not seen. So I'm just gonna. If you lock onto a Pokemon, you can throw a ball at it. This is Glimmet. It does evolve. I also think this will be the earliest I've caught this Pokemon. Because for the longest time, I actually thought that you couldn't get this till Area 0. But that's not true. I can't hit this thing with Psychic, but I think Dazzling Gleam shouldn't do much at all because it is poison. Yeah, okay. Oh, that is really gonna hurt. Okay. We are going to swap. Okay, so who can we swap to? Let's go to blue. Blue won't be affected by the sandstorm, so that's fine. I haven't seen him because of it. There he is. Look at him, shiny boy. Okay. So yeah, that's Scarlet. I'm going to throw a ball at it. I am focusing on it just a little bit there. Throw a ball at it. I believe it's rock poison. Be able to confirm that shortly, I imagine. There we go. But yeah, I believe it's rock poison. Um, it's very strong. Yeah, rock poison. There you go. It's a very strong Pokemon. It does evolve into another very strong Pokemon. Um, we'll see its evolution at some stage. So I'm not going to talk about it too much right now, but we will see it at some stage. Because it is a new Pokemon as well. It's new from this generation. So it's always cool to kind of experience those things firsthand. So this is couldn't see the marker, steel type. Okay. We will not doing that. We could. We will probably do some of those at some point, but right now, not overly worried. Oh, Moonstone, that's good. We'll need that. We can evolve for it. Oh, well, there's its evolved form. Do you want? I'm going to try and fight it. It's a very pretty Pokemon. What terror type is it going to be? Oh, grass, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just hit it with a mystical fire. Can't knock it out in one, so that's good. But yes, this is Glamora. Glamora is the signature Pokemon of the trainer that we have seen, but we haven't battled yet. It is a poison rock, very much like its pre-evolved form, and it is very strong. It's going to knock Jovial out there, but that's fine. We've got plenty of power to deal with it. Choose the Pokemon. We'll go to Concord because it is grass type terror at the moment, so we can hit it with a flame charge and we should be good to go. Flame charge. Speed rises. Toxic debris. It's great ability. Sludge wave, what's that going to do? Light a lot. That's okay. Without speed anyway. And we'll stun it by knocking it into the red. You can't knock it out. It will always stop at a certain point and give you the animation of the crystallization breaking, and then you can catch it. So it does actually lose a turn. Just gonna throw an ultra ball at it. If we catch this, it could possibly go into team because I've never really used one. But then it becomes a question of who do you replace. So we'll see, maybe. But that also means we don't have to evolve for one later on. It's cool. Send you to the box. There you go, nice little bit of progress. I'm going to take just a second so I can heal up a bit. Because that thing is strong and it was a bit above us in terms of level. Which is fine. We'll use a regular revive. I don't need to use a max revive. It's 2 items, it's fine. It's fine. So grab that, and Flare Blitz is another good fire type move, and that would actually be good for Concord when it evolves. So all of those. See what that is. Oh, it's too many. Trying to kind of grab that. Carry Terrashibon. We've got an Arrokuda. Yes, there are Pokemon in that water, which is cool. Nice little attention to detail. Again, you can see it's been this sort of dusky time. Power did another good move since we arrived here. It's just because the the time of day is going to be locked until we progress the story, which is fine. We're not overly in a rush to deal with that. Skill swap could be useful in certain situations. We'll come and stand here. I'm not going to say of what, but I do have a picture of this particular area. And it's one of those things that I haven't posted on social media because I'm quite a firm believer in the idea of preventing spoilers if you can. So what I did take a picture of there is a spoiler, right? But only if you know the context in which I took the photo. Which I know delightfully vague, but I'm just sort of conveying my point that you don't have to spoil things if you don't. This has been my TED talk. Right, we'll grab that. Ah, here we are. This is what I was looking for. There's a small cabin right here. It takes us inside the mountain. And inside the mountain, there's more Pokemon and more items to grab. So we will be spending just a little time exploring. Oh, we didn't go quite reach that bit. Oh, all the way down to the bottom. Oh, it's okay. We can get to explore a little bit more down here. Cool. Right. You're in this water. Don't think so. There we go. There we go. Hydro pump. Nice, strong water type move. Okay, so we'll grab this little guy. So this is one of the big Pokemon I was talking about being introduced into, I believe it was Generation 2. This is Cleffa. We've got Clefairy its evolved form, so we don't need to do anything with it. But we're just going to throw a quick ball at it. And that will allow us to save a bit of time. And again, like I say, just casually going around, nabbing a few of the Pokemon. We're going to make our way back into town in the game in a moment, so we can advance the story. We catch Neckens. This is a Neckens, by the way, which, if you didn't know, is a poison type Pokemon based loosely on a snake, a rattlesnake specifically. But you couldn't have. Yeah, I know. I know. Right. So we catch Ekans. Nice and easy. See all this side missioning has done wonders for our Pokedex count, which will be nice overall. So go through here. Ooh. Break both my legs. Grab this little guy. This is a Swinub. I want to say it's a Gen 2 Pokemon. Again, not 100% sure on that. Because like Gens 1, 2, and 3 are quite interchangeable to me. Sorry about that. Just a brief intermission with no commentary for a second there as I was being informed of the status of our washing machine. The thing with being a responsible adult is that you have to pay for things and you have to pay for that upkeep and sometimes upkeep them yourself. So I'll tell you the story. A couple of days ago, the washing machine door jammed. So I looked it up online and it was something to do with a fail safe on see what that is, sorry. This is another outfit. We've bullied up, I think. So we put a magic up. But yeah, so the fail safe failed, basically, and jammed the door. So I had to pull the washing machine out, open the lid, and manually reset it. Fine, fine. We discussed it and we're planning to get a new washing machine in the new year. Anyway, yesterday happened again. I'm like, oh, do you know, this is going to be a nuisance. Pulled the washing machine out and the inlet pipe feeding water to the washing machine cracked and started absolutely spraying water everywhere. So the problem is, so we turned the water off at the exchange. Oh, there's Duns bus. At the exchange, so we could not flood the kitchen. But the problem is that we had to go and buy a new pipe today. So the washing machine now apparently the door is not jammed. So there we go. Long story short, sometimes things go horribly wrong. But there we are. Right. Guns Basket's an evolution in this game, but I won't say too much more about that. You'll see it a bit later on. And we got a Guns Basket anyway. And we will be evolving Guns Basket later. And crossing our fingers. Guns Basket and trying to think. Mousehold. A Mousehold. Tender Mouse, which evolves into Mousehold, have a similar thing where they have one or two potential evolutions, but there is no way to sort of influence which one you get. It's a roll of the dice, in effect. So it makes certain ones a little bit more preferable than others. To like shiny purists and whatnot, which I'm not. I will take what I'm given, but I do need a particular Pokemon for my what's this fun little guy. This is Seedup. It evolves into a Nuzleaf, and then that's where the term Nuzlocke comes from, if you're familiar with that particular kind of challenge, which I have done before and I will probably do again. So we'll deal with that at some point, I'm sure. It's a grass type Pokemon for now. You can really see that we're racking up these catches. Yeah, Rock Rush. I don't think we need anything else there. There's a Nuzleaf. Yeah. This big old nose. Don't need him right now. Oh, from this guy. This is Stantler. So Stantler gets an evolution. And I'm not entirely sure if we can get it in this game, thinking about it, but we will cross that bridge at some stage. I know it's in the coding for this game. This sounds like an odd thing to say, but and there is a bit of controversy around around that, which we won't get into. I'm not one for negativity, to be honest with you. I'm going to plug my laptop in there because my battery's getting quite a light. There we go. Beep beep. Beep beep beep. So right. So you can see from the Pokedex the evolution it has, although it's in the code, is not in the Pokedex, and that's why there's a whole bunch of different things. We'll get into all that as we go on and do more things. This Heracrostus is one of my favourite bug type Pokemon that isn't a fire type. It's a fighting bug, was introduced in Generation 2. I believe it was even Pokemon used by Ash Ketchum in the, or Ketchum, however you want to pronounce it, in the anime. It's pretty cool. Very strong Pokemon. I've used one extensively that's what I did a long time ago now. In Generation 6 and 7, it has a Mega Evolution, which is a feature kind of shelved at the minute. Although the recently announced Pokemon Legends ZA, it certainly seems to be on the verge of making a comeback, which is pretty cool if you want to be able to collect all Pokemon and if you like Mega Evolutions and more. There are a few I like, Charizard, yeah, so pretty cool. Vulpix here is a type Pokemon. It's based on a Japanese myth, which spawns a whole bunch of the same kind of character in other anime and whatnot. So it's a very sort of traditional design. It's also a cutie pie. I mean, its evolved form is more based on the myth itself, but yeah, we'll learn about that in due time, I'm sure. So I'll catch Petalin. So that's on the box. You can really start to see those catches building up a bit of reward for us. Be nice. Ooh, wait, catch this little guy here. So, we know what a regional variant is. It's a Pokemon that is the same Pokemon but from a different region. We've seen it with Slowpoke, we've seen it with in Legends Arceus, we saw it with Typhlosion and the other starters. This is not a regional variant. It is I'm trying to remember the term I've heard used. Basically, it's a species that's similar, but not the same. Divergent species, I think somebody said it was called. And this is Toadstool. Visually, it's very similar to a tentacle, which is a water poison type. This is a grass ground, am I saying? I might be wrong. I have a feeling it's grass ground. Let's see. I got ground grass. I got it the wrong way around. There we go. And yeah, it does evolve into Toad's Crawl, which is again very similar visually to Tentacruel, but very different in terms of type. And yeah, so it's a really cool concept, and I really do hope that they do more with that, because it would be quite nice to see like variations of Pokemon, or get a Pokemon that maybe didn't get enough love first time around. Like Spinda would be a good one to have a variation like that. Just Spinda and Spunda or something subtle like that, and have you have to figure out the execs of what it is. Struggle with them doing for a while. That's cool. Oh, speaking of bugs, then we will go as long as we don't want to grab them right now. Okay, so we're going to go to the so where do I have to go? I have to meet Kieran at his house. So that's cool. Continue our way there. It's just up here. We all go and speak with Kieran and his grandparents, which is pretty cool. So we get to see a little bit about the story of the ogre and the royal three. Get to see a little bit about my grandma and grandpa. And we get to attend the festival, which is quite cool. We get a new traditional outfit, which I will wear for a bit. It's actually quite cool. It's the green gym baby, and although the hairstyle's a uh, bit much for me, I'm not so keen on it. But I know it's traditional, so I'm not quite trying to do whatever. We also get a peel style card. We got the Blueberry style card in the previous episode. And that just basically means we can go and buy more materials and materials, outfits, and customization options and stuff like that. We will go and buy a beanie at some point. I promise you that I love good beanie. I do. And yeah, other kids having fun is apparently something to work the holidays for, which let kids have fun. Like, they're not doing it, it's fine. So she explains that there were only 2 masks remaining. And I actually wanted to press on, that's fine, but she used to have a little bit of a tease with me. We could tell her about. Again, there's the nice little rival battle. It's got more Pico, which is electric dark. And its whole gimmick is that it's hungry or not, depending on its form. You're not necessarily going to get to see that because we are, again, just a little over level for this fight. Because it's scaled to when we arrive in the DLC area. It does scale up if you then go and beat the Elite or Champion or whatever it is. I think it's the same in this game in Sword and Shield. She's going to send out Mightyena, which is a dark type Pokemon. Again, we're absolutely fine with that because we've got fairy typing. And I do like Mightyena's design. It's a Gen 3 Pokemon. Pretty much the earliest dark type Pokemon you can get in the earlier games. I think that's fair to say. It's pretty much a first route Pokemon. There's Poltergeist, which is a divergent species of T-Geist, which is a play on the different types of tea. You have seen this before, so I mention it. And deal with that because it's grass ghost. Again, it's not like a regional fairy or anything like that. And then we've got Squadloon coming out, which we've seen. And that's Bug Grass, which will be cool. What's that deal with? Because nothing too difficult in the minute, nothing too complicated. We are purely doing this because I wanted to advance this a little bit, do a little bit of a side mission today. Next week we can crack on with the badges and whatnot. Like I said, I just wanted to do something a bit different between this. Just to sort of see a bit more of the game in a different order than maybe before. So they've got their masks and we can go and buy one. Yeah, you get to go and buy a mask now. Or I think you can buy masks after a particular cutscene or something. But there are some. They remind me of the film The Purge. If you've seen them, you know why they are kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but that's anyway. I'm gonna head to the festival. As you can see, it is nighttime, so we could go in and have a little look. See how we're heading out if it's nighttime and we're not necessarily see the same Pokemon. Um, sure we've seen you before. The Mark 1, you can see I think he's a good move to get. He's a very good move to get actually. Oh, okay. But all those two for now. Continue. And that is a mission, those two Pokemon trainings there. And we will do it some stage, but um, for now we will leave that be. Stuff on the wall there, so so busy speeding on. And head up here. Uh, Civilians. Lots. Some hoot hoot. Have a hoot hoot. And you need a hoot hoot. And mostly at night time only Pokemon anyway, so I don't think we would have seen it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we haven't seen this. It's flying normal type. It's Gen 2 Pokemon. I think in the anime Ash had a shiny, which is pretty cool. So if you're ever doing an Ash catch and run of this game, you can get his shiny knocked out if you see so fit. I think it's also the only shiny he gets in the anime, but I'm not actually 100% sure of that. I kind of fell off a little bit with the anime. And the last thing I watched was started watching Sun and Moon anime, but the idea of the dog passing was just too much for me. I think I touched on that before. I was like, no, I'm not watching that. I can't. But I'm married for a long bit now. I mean, time's passed and things have changed a lot for me. So, yeah. At some point, you can I think we've seen everything new, but that's fine. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. So we now get a cutscene. We give us a bit of context about the festival. There's also a mini game that unlocks either now or shortly, which I do want to do. Only enough to sort of pass it, but there might be something that we want to get from that at some point. Ooh, who's that Pokemon? As you no doubt know, that is in fact Yoga. And you'll learn a little bit more about the little guy, Gal. This Gal, in a moment, we'll pass this section and get to do it. in a selfie with Carmine and Kiki. It's also quite interesting that this story kind of, yeah, I'll get into that as we go through the story, but for now it's just like very obvious that there's more to it than you've been told. Shave eyes, one ice cream, yeah, ice cream basket, more treats, syrup, ice cream, and apples. Oh, Karen, where is it? Where'd you go, Karen? The only thing with this camera sometimes is the colors. Especially if you flag, oh, this is where you need to go. It can be a little difficult to pick things out at times. But that's possibly what I'm saying is playing through the purple games. But yeah, I think some these now. Can you see the secret? Okay, so we've got selfie cards. I thought it was cherry basically, to be honest. There you go, I'm just an idiot. But we did get a selfie cards, so you know. I'm just going this one. What? Up here. People around you guys, that's normal. Yes, here we are. It is the mini game. So, Playground's thing is a mini game that can be played up to 4 players, I believe, and you get rewards for doing it. To this day, I have only ever done the the version we're going to do, which was the basically it's the tutorial version. It's incredibly easy to do. But apparently, when you come back and do it after the story required one, it becomes incredibly difficult. So the mission is to go and collect berries, and as you can see, we're just going to grab the ones we need straight out. And we've got more than enough right what we need. And these faces on the little balloons that we're popping, they represent the different masks. And as you can see, we've got enough to do the things we need to do, and that's fine. That was my intention. And all you need to do is place the berries. Okay, just place the berries there. And just close it. And that's it. Now, when you're doing it on the harder difficulties in the later game, when you're doing this for realsies, apparently this gets quite difficult. But we're not worried about that right now. We need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. The frame rate will go to absolute mess now because it's loading so much balloon action. Again, the enemies you want to deal with, don't spawn until you start placing berries, but the requirements for the berries in the actual game are significantly higher than this tutorial bit, which again, it makes a lot of sense. Mash the buttons like crazy. Man, get that. But you do get rewards for doing this. More stage. Yeah, I think you have enough irregardless to do all this without having to refill. You will see in a minute as I've done this. 6, 7, 8, so they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 is done. So we need 1, 2, 8, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So we're going to be one short. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll go drop one water one off, grab another water one, and then we'll get to go. And that we want these. Deep, 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 deep. Right. Just mash the button until that's full. Mash till that's full. Mash till that's full. Mash till that's full. Okay. Like I say, this version is really not difficult at all. It's not supposed to be. It's just supposed to teach you how the thing works. We were supposed to see Green and Munchlax come and try to steal our berries, but they also didn't get chance. So these are the rewards we get. So we get a berry in a moringa berry. I'm not entirely sure what that one does. Pretty feather, health feather, which is a stat boosting item. And then there's the big mushrooms, which you can sell. And then you've got the mochis, which are stat boosting, which is pretty cool. So we've done that. Stop doing that. We can quit that. That's the look at the XP chart. It gives us a boost to XP for all Pokemon throughout the game, which will come in handy. And it's nice to acquire it. Not early, but not significantly late, because there are a lot of things we're going to need to do in the later on. So if you wanted to go and do that straight away with just Dash to level 1 badge, just give Dash and do that, you'd be absolutely fine, and you would benefit in the long run by having a significantly stronger team than you might normally have had. Right. Let's see. Fly this. Oh, this little mysterious Pokemon, this little ogre. So the masks do have relevance, and we will get to that. But for now, I won't sort of say too much about that. I love how like upstairs style is very obvious for Pokemon. It is a very cool mask. She said about ousting ogres. And this is the part of the so Megapon startled, drops his mask, is incredibly cute, and when you see his face for the first time, he runs off because he's afraid. It's how it's been judged because it's different. It's incredibly sad. But you have the it's the two and two together. So she wants you to lie to her, and you are kind of eventually going to be dishonest with him, and his plot required, effectively. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting sort of little white lie scenario, and it's one of those things where I don't agree. Like, honesty is always the best policy. Integrity is quite important, and should always be important. Um, and it is something that should always be taken seriously. You know, you can't spend your whole life building yourself up on dishonesty and things that don't happen or didn't happen, and trying to make them more than they were, because you will lose track of who you really are. Which is incredibly deep, I know. Very, very, very deep individual. Where did Kieran go? Never know where he is. That's one of those. I want to buy it from Yeah, I've had enough of this festival. Like, the headliner was a bit terrible, to be honest. Wasn't nearly heavy enough for me. Cool. So we're gonna head outside. It's gonna be some cutscene and prompt us to go and get the third and final signboard for this particular section of the game. Yeah, here she is again, doubling down on the fact that they should be telling porkies to a little brother, which, like, I get that they're playing a protective older sibling card, but yeah, if you're trying to protect somebody, the best way is often with honesty. And you say, yeah, we were in this situation, but it could have been much more dangerous. Now, before we go to do that, we are going to head to the mainland. So we'll continue that, quest next time we're here. And we're going to, let's pick a rough area. Yeah, we'll go around. Yeah. In fact, should we go for that now? We've done a bit of training. Done a bit of training with rock type Pokemon. So, normal types can cause us too many problems. We can have a little look at our move set, actually. So yeah, I think we'll try and do the badge. Which will be cool. We can go do that. Right, put it in our bag. We've got a few more bits and bobs we can also make use of. And sell a bunch of this stuff later on. 61, leftovers. Right, I did want to use the leftovers, so we give the leftovers to like and rock. I think that'll be a good item for like and rock to have. Bunch of stones. Special defense. HP, speed. Speed might be a good one. Use that on local rebirth and local defense, special attack. Attack. We've got attack there. Okay. I can use it now. Yeah, you can get a lot of different items to do that kind of thing. So it's always worth doing. We've got a few bits and bobs like gems. Fire thing. You can learn. Struggle plug. Oh, you can put more swift flame charge. Sword power, dragon talent, duh, everyone can learn. Like the semi-useful depending on the issue, I guess. Sandstorm, dig, let's see, Zen headbutt, foul play. Ooh, thunder wave. That's actually really useful. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use thunder wave. We're going to get rid of mystical fire. Don't need it. We have a fire type, so that's who we would use for that. So we've got power gem. Of course, flamethrower, it can learn. We're not going to learn. We can learn flare blitz. There we go. Flare blitz. That's really hard to say for me. It, it does a lot of recoil damage, and we'll learn about recoil damage no doubt shortly. So let's head to the gym. I don't think we're going to get to do the gym straight away. We'll see. I think we have to do a gym quest. I don't know, but I think we have to do a rival battle first. To be nice. Give us an idea as to where we're at the right level. I think we've done in reasonably good order. Okay, yeah. It's the Mona. So, sure, I'm going to battle the Mona. A nice little distraction from our actual main task at hand, which might very well be the balance. And drink down the Mona. Right, so where do we need learn my gone daft here? So let's read be coming out after the battle. We'll try and do that. The quiz thing, whatever it is, task we have to do. I think I just got a bit kerfuffled. Let's talk to this gentleman. So yeah, gonna do the gym test. You have to order a specific meal. Now, there are different trainers and things in the world map that we need to go and find within the city. It's not very big. And it just basically gives you the answers. I think I just saw where the moment marker is as well. Okay, that's the player marker. Right, so I've got to order secret. So any characters you see with text above their heads like this are battleable trainers. So I'm going to plot you for let French do a lot of the heavy lifting for now. Yeah, so you beat them, they give you a little clue as to what the secret disc is, and you go from there. Show the nursery, it's Generation 2 Pokemon. We did get a game. I was like, oh, I think I clicked into the wall there. And then it does get a Generation 8 evolution, which we will see eventually, but probably not for a minute. And we are right on level at the moment. I'm struggling to get to these decent levels that I normally get, which is interesting for me. I'm going to switch Pokemon to Concord. Although we proper playing body, although this string has guts, that would be really bad thinking about it. Yeah, okay. So it probably has guts. Guts has an ability, if you have a status affliction, your attack goes up rather than down. And so what a lot of people do to make use of that is they will. Oh no, he hasn't got guts. That's alright then. They will do it so that your Pokemon is holding an item that gives it a status affliction. There's a few. There's like the flame or toxic or poison or burn your Pokemon, respective of which one they've got. Now we will learn Brine. It's a really good move to learn. Its damage goes up the lower Pokemon's HP is, so it's actually really handy to if you need to steal away. Let's do that very quickly. The Brine might be good. Look for a dark spot surrounded by stairs. I wonder where she could mean. Might not be able to finish this. Be too much for me. No, it's down here, obviously. And we get close to this, and we investigate it by pressing A, and what's this? This doesn't say writing here. It says Fire Blast. Also, do you like the Wing Climb murals? Pretty cool. Normal type Pokemon getting murals is always nice to see. So we're now just looking for more characters that give us clues, and this guy is one of them. Listen to this. My Squawkabilly can talk. That's the Pokemon on his head. Squawkabilly, Talkabilly, it says. Isn't he just the cutest? This ain't nothing. No think, no think. Medium. So the clue there is the word medium. So we've got Fire Blast and medium. And we've got another person who's in battle here. So we're going to leave with our Green Pop again. I like this NPC design, by the way. I think it looks really good. And he has a Dunsparce. Now Dunsparce can sometimes have glare, so we might have to deal with that, but we go for Brine. We've got Yawn, so that's fine. That's fine. And all we're going to do is we're going to swap Pokemon because I do not want to deal with sleep. We'll switch out to Concord. Pretty much the strategy for the main gym is going to be try not to get bodied by a particular Pokemon that I'm genuinely quite worried about. If you've yeah, Concord goes down. If you've done this gym, you'll know exactly what I'm worried about. You're what I'm going to say. Let's switch out to Prince. Brian will do a bigger base damage now because he's got lower health. So next to the dangerous move to have. So yeah, you can really start to generate a little bit of momentum from that. Looking at Prince look first level 34. You can have the heal straight away. But like we are right on the cusp of the levels here, so I'm not overly worried about it. But that gym battle is going to be a whole thing. Actually, I'll use two question. I would have been slightly overkill for you a question for now. Anyway, right. Okay, so we need to find his clues. What's his clue? Bluebird. Oh, he points us to the bird. I forgot about that. Anyway, so that's that. Ready twice. We now have to find if we can find anyone else. Let's see. Oh, churros. Do you like a churro? Basically found some breakfast cereal which is based on churros. It's quite cool. When is Saturn? Little one here. And they want to be told, so we're going to beat them up. Choose is interesting because it's a Pokemon that a lot of people say is based on Trump, but it's not. It's based on a detective, a gumshoe. That's literally what the detective is called. I can see the Trump thing because of the hairstyle, but it's a detective. So you want like the hair to look like an open jacket. So yeah. Super Fang does set half damage, so you don't have to panic, but it does sting a little bit. This is the Pokemon we were going to see in the overhousing. We are going to swap Pokemon, I think. Let's see. Blue. Right, so your Greedence from Sword and Shield, it's a squirrel. It's a fat squirrel. It's a fat squirrel. This whole thing is quite cool, but very usable. My only complaint about Lycanroc is that it is very frail. Police Land, Carol, because that's fine. That's fine. We whittled it down quite a bit. We'll go to Prince to hit a brine. No, we're in a good position to wrap it up the brain. There we go. Cool. We're gonna get evolution, you know? Yeah. Yeah, let's get Rod. I was gonna keep Scar Pouter, but you know, any advances we can get are very much welcome. What's flower trick do? That seems broken to me. Cool. Use that. We'll update the layout for next episode. My quiz look for something that's the odd one out at one of the ice cream stands. So, some ice cream stands here, and we have to look for the odd thing out. So look what we got. So those are all ice cream. Okay. And these are grilled rice balls. Okay. So I'm thinking grilled rice balls is the, I think we're ready. Eel. I'm just taking all the Pokemon. In fact, I'll do that now while I'm thinking about it. So, one of the things you can do is set your birthday. So look, I'm planning to go live most Sundays. I probably won't be live next Sunday because Christmas. But I will be live on the 26th, 27th, 28th. Yeah, I think most of that, because I'm off from work for a few days around then. So if I say 27th, or just do it for 27th. So I'll definitely be live then at some stage. Like 20, oh, month 12, okay, and day 27. We'll get to see what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's not actually my birthday, though. My birthday has already been and gone this year. But, you know, I could mean to show off how it looks in the game at some point anyway. Might as well do it then. Some stuff. Oh, actually, you won't. Oh, so. Scarlet. I will probably have enough to do another bunch of quick balls next time around, but good trying it. And so what we're going to do, so we're going to stand right here and turn this camera and open my Pokedex. Because I did say that we would do our rewards, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to open our rewards, and we're going to see what we get. Red balls, waterstone. Okay, not bad. Not bad. So really starting to see some of this fill out. We have got a number of Pokemon we go and get. Start building this out a bit. I do intend to fully fill this whole thing out by the end of this Let's Play. But that's going to be down the line. Now, I'm not intending to do the gym right now. I think that's something we will put off till next time. But I do want to go and see if I can find a certain Pokemon which will be around here. And if we can, we'll go through the outbreak because I think it's still a chance outbreak. You never caught a chance. So we'll go and get the chances with a theme when it's a chance outbreak. Um, I want to go and find a particular Pokemon as I don't know how quickly it respawns. Once you beat the Titan, there is a chance of a it's chances. So we're just gonna knock one out, being compatible with one. Okay. Throw a quick ball at it, maybe. Chance is good for XP. So that is a reason to go and hunt them now. We're not worrying about that right now. Okay. So I'm not gonna hit with Metal Claw. I don't know if okay, that was fine. Doesn't have an item, that's fine. Okay, we're just gonna knock it out. Apparently. I wasn't intending to, but there we go, got the good experience. Cool. Right, so now those will display as chance outbreaks on the map. They should update at some point. Check. Did I just but yeah, so once you've defeated the Titans, they will respawn. But I just want to check, because I have a suspicion that it's not till post game. But if we're able to grab one now, I would like to add it to the team. It would replace somebody, but I will think about it. Oh, there it is. There it is. So this is the former Titan Pokemon. It's great because it's level 45, so it's not going to listen to us anyway. So for now, I'm trying to throw a quick ball, see if that works. If not, I'll try and whittle it down a bit. I might have to come back to it. It's, yeah, we're not touching this thing. I think, so I'll go to Concord, hit with an acrobatics, see how much that does. And we resist its ground type move, its flying type moves, and we can fly anybody which could pop. Okay, that's alright, sorry. If we can get this later on. Anybody? Maybe? No, okay. I'm going to switch out to red. Trying to think. This is ground flying. So I don't think. I'm trying to score anyway. I don't think that I can Thunder Wave, but I thought I was going to catch for a minute, to be honest. Right. That didn't do much. Sandstorm seems to have subsided a little now. Yeah, Thunder Punch is not effect, so there's no way. See how much Flower Trick does. Ooh, after a nice chunk of damage. Okay. So for another great ball, Ultra Ball, sorry. Because I've not used it, though. Has that been cool? It has. Oh, that's good. I mean, I don't think we can use it. I'll have to check my So as you can see, it's called Paradox Pokemon, and we will learn a lot about those later. But for now, I'm just going to have a look at its summary because it is a special little guy. So it has the Morph Nature, which is attack up, special goes down. Attack up for this thing is really, really good. in Brick Break knockoff stomping tantrum is ground and fighting with a ground terror type. It's fine. It's not. Oh, it's not the former Titan one. They just spawn here. I didn't know that. I always thought it was the former Titan one. So that's cool. Cool. Well, so that's the box now. And we'll have a heal. Great Tusk. How cool is that? We did take a bit of a beating to get that, but all good. Right. So we don't need that right now. So now I'm going to fly over there. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to heal. I'm going to check. And if we have the obedience for Great Tusk to be in our party, we'll go and do it again. I don't think it's very enough to do the Great Tusk in our party. If we don't, I'll have to do it next time. And just because I need to go up levels, but we'll see. So I'm going to Pokedex. Not as easy enough, Pokedex is the very top right. Two shiny. Oh, it's like a rocket ball. I was going to say on two. Yeah, this is a quite common misconception actually, is that a lot of people think that means you've missed one. And it counts evolutions as well. If you bring Pokemon in from another game that have the shiny form, I don't know, updated my 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a badge missing from my layout, which is realised. Ew. What am I missing? Wait. I can't believe I missed that. What was badge? Round. Flying. Dark. Bug. Fire. Grass. Rock. I never put one on for electric, but there you go. I will sort that out for the next time. Oops. Oops. E-doodle. Never did one for electric. That's so random. Oh. It was there. It was just covered. What a professional thing to do. There we go. I was going to say. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, 10 badges. So what does that give us in terms of obedience? Sorry, profile. Bit of a thing. So Pokemon caught at level 40 or below will listen to your commands. So unfortunately that does mean that we won't be able to use Great Tusk just yet. I mean, we've racked up some team. So I'm going to move you into box 8 for now. And this is going to be our backup. So I think we need to start thinking about building like a second team. I think he's going to be main team. I think we're going to swap one of these guys into the secondary team, possibly Gardevoir. I've really struggled with Gardevoir this time around. I don't know why. There we are. So I do want to get everyone up to sort of level 35 to 37. So there's only a little bit of grinding I need to do. But I think that's the plan. And we are almost at that 2-hour limit. I like to set myself. So that's cool. So the plan very much for the next episode is to go and fight Larry. We've got the information we need. We did a bit of training. We've got the Oscar Rider now, so I'll be updating the layout to reflect that. And, we might have some changes to the team. So we'll see. But yes, I will leave you to your days. Have a good one, and I will see you next week. Till then, bye for now.